The sporadic problems are are typically caused by external agents. The chronic problems are the way the process operates. And the chronic problems are actually built into the process. And it's the way it will always happen because that's the process you're using. And that process is defective and weak and very highly variable. So yeah, the chronic problems are really inbuilt in the company. But we can change the process. We can improve it. We can dig in to understand why the process is doing what it's doing. And we would want to do that. And there are tools to achieve that as well. So yeah, I guess at this point in time, a lot of work's been done to address the issues that are out there. The difficulty is to make companies do that work and make the change that they need to make. And then bed that in and make it the way the company runs. And that's the bit that Plant Wellness is focusing on. How do I make the company change to the company that needs to be doing things in a different way to produce the results that they're actually wanting? And not living with chronic problems that keep coming back, and sporadic ones on top of that that give us unknown random factors and problems. So yeah, there's no, I guess we're confident we can address the issues. Once we have the answers, the hard part is to make them stick. Now, this entire process of this training is 10% of the solution. The hard 90% is making the changes in the companies and bedding those into place. And until that 90% is achieved, the company will never get the results at once. So we can point out what to do. We can define very clearly what is required to be done and what will happen. But that's just talk. That's just bits of paper. The doing of it, the changes required, the company's got to do that. We can guide them, we can assist them, we can KPI what they're doing. But that's the hard part. The easy part is doing analysis. The change is the hard part. And that bit the company's got to buy into. One more thing we know about events that cause problems is there's actually a sequence of things that happen. When we have a failure, there is a physical scientific cause. Physical failure explains, this material failed, this part broke. The challenge is why did the part break? There must have been something that caused that part to break. There will be behind the scientific cause an operational cause. Bad practices, bad maintenance, misunderstandings. These errors in operations led to the physical failure event that became the breakdown. Behind the operational failures, there must have been business process failures. There must have been something in our business process that was the wrong design, no instructions, wrong instructions. So we cannot have this failure unless it was done incorrectly in the first place in its use. The business allowed the wrong things to be performed, not knowing that they were wrong, but that's beside the point. They still led to the failure. And behind all the business process failures, there must have been another level called latency. Somebody did not know the right thing to do or did not do the right thing, and as a consequence, they failed the business process. An example here is, you guys drive cars. How many of you speed? Me too. Our business process, the law is very clear. That speed sign is the limit. That's the rules. But we think, this time I can break the rule because the situation is exceptional. I'm in a hurry to get to a place I can now speed because I'm in a hurry. The process is there, very, very clear. We have been told many times. We've passed exams and we passed the exams. So we actually choose to break the process. As a consequence, we speed. As a consequence, we have an accident and we kill somebody or we get hurt. And it was all designed not to happen. Yet, back here, our latency, our thinking, our view of the world, our values, our beliefs, our decision to this case is exceptional so I can break the rules in this case, justifies me to come right down to have an accident.
And we also think that we will reduce the probability of our own accident by avoiding becoming a bottleneck on the highway. Since everyone else is going 75, we have to go 75 to be safe.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Oh, look, we have many reasons to justify our actions. The point is, in the end, we've broken the rules, our processes that were there. And in companies, we're finding this typical regime is happening. This event is the outcome of many other things that was allowed to happen. Either because they weren't there to protect in the first place, or they were there and we said this time it's different and we can not use this decision and we'll do it our own way this time. So that's human nature. That's how we all are. We have to understand that will then lead to problems that we didn't actually want to see happen.